Hi, I'm Katie Ziskind. I own Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching. You can learn more about how we are LGBTQIA plus affirming and cross-dressing therapists who help men have more feminine gender expression, and also couples who might be opening their marriage or their relationship and exploring alternative relationship structures. You can learn more about us at wisdomwithinct.com. In this video, we're going to be talking about cross-dressing. So cross-dressing is a form of gender expression. If you are a woman and you found out your husband has been cross-dressing, it doesn't mean that he's gay. Cross-dressing is gender expression, and sexual orientation is who we find, attractive. And how we identify. So someone could be straight and identify as a cross-dresser, or someone could be gay and identify as a cross-dresser, or pansexual or demisexual or bisexual. So the list goes on and on. There's so many different components, but it's important to note that gender expression is separate from sexual orientation. If you have a more feminine interest, you're a male, you've been dressing in more feminine clothing, wearing high heels, lipstick, eyeshadow, mascara, even having long hair wigs, finding dresses in your size, going to the female section of the clothing store and finding high heels in your shoe size, or buying them online if you can't find them in the store. All of these are forms of cross-dressing. You might like wearing stockings or nylons, and putting on what society would call a more feminine clothing. Now, it's really important to know that it's okay. It's totally acceptable if you enjoy cross-dressing. There can be different reasons why people cross-dress. Sometimes men will dress up in more feminine clothing because they just enjoy it. It just brings you pleasure. It's also a form of expression. So you get to be a different person than maybe the husband or the employee or the person that does a really laborious job all day, or the son. You have to look perfect in all these other environments. And maybe even with your male friends, you would never feel safe cross-dressing. So cross-dressing, sometimes males will do this on vacation when they're alone or on a business trip, or when no one else is home, and so oftentimes cross-dressing is kept in secret for many years, if not decades. So one part of counseling is to help release and remove and overcome the shame that's associated with secrecy. So it can be helpful in couples therapy to talk with your spouse, your wife, or your husband about your interest in cross-dressing. And also, some people like to cross-dress for sexual reasons. It can be sexually arousing to cross-dress, or the feeling of nylons or stockings on your skin can be really sexually arousing. And that's healthy and normal. At Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, we focus on sexual behaviors not being good or bad, but are they harmful to anyone else? And are you harming yourself? If no to both those questions, then they're completely normal and within the healthy spectrum. So sometimes we grow up with religious shame and guilt, where maybe you had a really conservative, strict religious, parental figures growing up, and you were told that sex is dirty and sex is taboo and sex is bad and never to talk about sex and masturbation is evil and you'll grow hair on your palms if you do. And we grow up with a lot of misinformation around sex. And so sometimes we have to do these things in secret because we're natural as humans. We're naturally erotic beings. We're naturally sexual beings. And what counseling does is it helps you embrace yourself as a sexual being and share and express yourself with your loved one, your partner, your significant other, or significant others if you're in an open relationship or polyamorous relationship. And you do it in a healthy, a safe, a meaningful, and intentional, and really open way where you're being more of your authentic self rather than feeling like you have to hide away. So if you're a man and you enjoy dressing in dresses, high heels, stockings, this is totally okay. Perhaps maybe your wife is confused and betrayed and questioning, if you're gay because she just found some of the items that you use when you cross-dress. And that is a good reason to start in marriage counseling and couples therapy. As well, if you're cross-dressing, part of therapy is developing self-compassion and self-acceptance, letting go of the myths and the negative beliefs you've been taught that perpetuate shame and anxiety, and really learning to love yourself and believe in yourself and believe that your desires are normal and healthy. and be able to communicate that to your spouse or to your significant others. So if you're looking to open your marriage, if you're looking to explore cross-dressing, build a more connected, more intimate relationship with yourself and with your significant other or others, we would love to help you at Wisdom Within Counseling. We frequently work with men who cross-dress, who want to express themselves in a more feminine way, and you might even want to use she, her pronouns when you're cross-dressing, and then go back to he, him pronouns when you're, dressing as more stereotypically as a male. So we can talk about gender identity as well. And we offer a safe space because there are not many safe places in our world, in our environment. You might even be living in a community or a location where you feel afraid to cross-dress outside of your home. So it's something that you feel like you have to do in private. And so counseling, whether virtually or in person, we offer video and in-person counseling, can give you that ability to be seen and valued and know that you're good enough and know that it is totally normal and healthy and acceptable to cross-dress in feminine clothing and be who you are. Oftentimes cross-dressing behaviors start at a really young age when you were a little boy or, a very young adolescent, but you had very, dysfunctional masculine figure in your life that may have physically hit you or humiliated you or verbally abused you because you were wearing your mom's high heels and your mom's stockings and your mom's lipstick. And so, in a way, you, to survive, you had to stuff away the side of you. So now in counseling, you can even come to a counseling session dressed up in a dress or with lipstick on or fake eyelashes and really get to be who you are at Wisdom Within Counseling. And so we are LGBTQIA plus affirming therapists. We work with polyamorous couples, ethically non-monogamous couples, monogamous couples as well. And we really help men accept themselves, develop confidence and resilience after trauma. And cross-dressing, again, is a totally healthy form of gender expression. So if you have any questions about cross-dressing, or if you'd like to work with our team of LGBTQIA plus specialists and counselors, you can book your free phone consultation at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. You can also call or text us. It's a U.S. phone number. It's 860-451-9364. That's 860-451-9364. I'm Katie Ziskind. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I'm a sex therapist, informed certified professional, Gottman Level 2 marriage therapist as well, and I use a lot of holistic therapy in what I do. So our team here at Wisdom Within Counseling would love to help you feel more like your authentic self.